Hello again. All right, back again. Second half of last week's one. I'm just going to get straight into it. Again, it's just going to be me talking most of the time. There's not a lot of video and stuff, pictures or anything for this one. Just going to be me telling an interesting story. Well, I think it's an interesting story anyway, about something that happened on my last day in Cebu. Let's get back to that and yeah, like and subscribe if you want or don't. It's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you. Then the rest of the time, just rode through Cebu, got to across the bridge into Lapu-Lapu, and I rode around to Mactan, which is like the sort of expensive-ish area, I guess you would call it, of Lapu-Lapu. And I went to stay at Savoy Mactan Newtown, which was not cheap, but it was also not wildly expensive considering it's right in Cebu City. Well, Lapu-Lapu, but right near the airport, and in a sort of expensive area. So I think I might have paid $70 or maybe $80, $70 or $80 for that one night. I just wanted somewhere nice to stay. I was going to go there, get some good rest. In the morning, I was going to get up and take the bike to drop it off, and then, yeah, that was going to be it. I was get some food and stuff. And that's what I did. I basically went there, got changed, had a shower, went for a swim for a bit, or had a swim for a bit and then had a shower, I can't remember. I think I did gym there as well, went for some dinner. I think I only had McDonald's or something. There was a McDonald's 5 minutes down the road from where I was. I think I might have just got that for ease of, make my life easy for once. And that was kind of that. The next morning I got up and I think I needed to be at the airport in like maybe, 2 hours or 3 hours or something like that. So I had time, and the airport's only 10, 15 minutes away from there. But I had to drop the bike off. So I needed to ride maybe 10 minutes to drop the bike off, and then I needed to come maybe, 10 minutes back. So say give myself half an hour to do all of that. And then I was going to order a Grab to take me around to the airport, give myself half an hour for that. And then I was going to have an hour or two sitting at the airport waiting to take off. And it seemed like I had an easy time. Sort of, it was going to be cruisy. I'll get some food, then I'll go drop the bike off. So I had something to eat at the hotel, and then I went downstairs to get the bike to take it back to the to where I rented it from. And I got downstairs, and there was police and like people everywhere, like everywhere. Like in my whole time in the Philippines, you see the odd police person, policeman, like police car, whatever. You see the odd one here and there, but there was quite literally a SWAT like tank thing, those SWAT cars that are all like armored vehicle. There was one of them there, and it literally said SWAT on it. There was police. There must have been 50 police cars, maybe more. There was literally police everywhere. And I jumped on the scooter and went to ride out the front thing, and there's a guard there with a open and close gate thing, and he's like, "Sorry, sir, you can't leave." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I need to drop the bike back because I've got to fly in like an hour and a half or something like that. I need to drop the bike back now, and then I've got to get back here, grab my stuff, and then go again to get to the airport. He's like, "You can't leave. The police won't let you leave." I'm like, "Why? What is going on? Like I'm going to miss my flight. I need to get out of here." And so he called one of the police over, and they spoke for a bit, and then that police person was radioing someone, and they spoke for a bit. And then in the end, they were like, "There's a VIP in the area. You can't go out this way. You will need to go." We've radioed to the back, and there's like a back alley you can get out, and then you can cut through back streets to get back out onto the main road way down where I needed to go anyway. He's like, "So if you go that way, they'll let you out." So I went back around this other way, and the police there were stopping me going, "No, sorry, you're not allowed out." I'm like, "The other guy just radioed you." And they're like, then they were back on the radio for a while, and they're backwards and forwards for a while, and eventually they're like, "Okay, fine, you can go that way." And they let me out of there, and then I'm riding down the street. And this is in like a back street area. It's just like a local barangay type of area where it's all just local houses and stuff. And there was police everywhere. And I got stopped, I reckon, in 1 kilometre maybe to get to that main road. I probably got stopped 4 times by police saying, "What are you doing? Where are you going? What's happening? Why are you here?" I'm like, "I'm trying to take the bike back. I'm trying to get on my flight to get out of here. The police back there said I can come this way." And then they would radio back, and then they'd be, "Okay, you can go." And then I'd drive maybe another 200 metres. Another cop would, "Stop. What are you doing?" Oh, it was pretty stressful because I thought I was going to miss my plane. Anyway, I got out, got all the way back down there, handed the bike back, He checked it all. Everything was good. Can't recommend them enough. Q Adventures, I think, is his YouTube channel. Q Adventures, Q-Adventures, I think. And he has motorbike rentals from there. And they're probably a little more expensive than what you would normally pay from a lot of places. Like it might end up being $16 or $18 a day Australian. But the bikes are like brand new. Like I think the one I got had done 300 kilometers or 500 kilometers or something when I got it. And they're really well looked after. They've got lots of, like they've got a cage on them so you can't damage them too easily if they fall over, and they've got extra lights on them, and they've got a phone holder on them, and they're properly serviced. I've hired quite a lot of bikes over my time, and most of them are rattly falling apart and haven't been serviced well. These feel tight and good, and they're good. Can't recommend enough. Q Adventures is his online thing. You'll be able to find him, and then rent from him if you want to spend a little bit extra and get a good bike. Definitely worth going with. Anyway, then I got to headed back. I had to go back, grab my bag quickly. I just needed to basically race inside, grab my bag. What I was going to do is I was going to get back there, have a quick shower, grab my bags, go out, check out, and go straight to the airport. So we're coming back, and all the roads are closed. It took forever. Eventually, he went that back way through the back streets to get back around again the way that I'd come out. And we got in somehow. And he was speaking to people as we were going, like asking in Bisaya, I think, to them, what's going on? Why is there so many police? Blah, 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 blah. It turns out that there was like some sort of history, or like it was the anniversary of some Battle of Mactan or something, which is from between something to do with the locals and I think Spanish from 200 or 300 years earlier. And so there was a whole heap of politicians and stuff coming out for some big anniversary, like maybe it was like the 300th year anniversary or something like that. I'm not sure. And that's why there were so many police. Anyway, so we get back, I go in, have a quick shower, grab my stuff, come back out, check out, and then I'm trying to walk out, and there is now 20 times more people than there was when I first came out that first time. You can hardly move, and I'm trying to get out, and there's so many people, and there's photographers, and there's police everywhere, and all this stuff. And I'm just sort of pushing through the crowd, just because I'm running late. I need to get out, and I'm pushing through the crowd, and I'm kind of focused on, I just want to get through here. I've got to get out here. And then I got to a point where there was people in my way, and I'm sitting there going, well, they're taking photos. I'm just going to stop for a second, wait while whatever they're doing, and then I can squeeze past. So they were taking photos for a bit, and then I went to kind of squeeze past, and I sort of squeezed past some people, and then I was standing at another spot waiting for a few, like clearly there was more people in my way, and I stopped for a second. I'm standing there, and I'm an idiot, let me tell you. So I've turned to the guy next to me, and I'm sort of looking around, and I've looked next to me, and I'm like, oh, this guy looks official. And I've looked around, and literally all the people in front of me are all photographers who are all looking at him with their cameras out. And I'm like, I think they're all taking photos of you. And he looks at me and smiles and says, I think so too. And I was like, okay, I'll get out of the way then. Have a good day, sort of thing. And off I went, kind of basically, this guy was right there. Anyway, I've kind of pushed past him and got out of the way. And I went to the bellboy, I don't know what you call them, the guy that orders the grab for you. And he's like, I'm not sure you'll be able to get one straight away because the president's here. And I was like, where? And he goes, in here, this guy. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the guy I've pushed through past police and all these crowds of people and security people and all that, and I've ended up standing right next to the president of the Philippines, and turned to him and just sort of went, what's going on here type thing. Look at all these people taking photos and that. Wow, this is stupid. And then sort of pushed away. Why is his security and the SWAT teams and the 40 trillion police that are there letting some dude with two giant, great big black bags walk right up next to him and just push through the crowd next to him? Like, maybe they're like, oh, he's white, he's clearly not going to set off a bomb or something, but far out. It was insane. It was that's crazy. But there you go. So I kind of, not really, but kind of met the president. There you go. Interesting. Anyway, eventually they let me out, and they let the grab guy grab me, and I got to the airport on time, and that was the end of that. Flew back to Manila, and spent like a week or so, a week and a half in Manila with, I spent a week and a half in Manila. Moving on, we'll see what happens next. Anyway, like, subscribe, any stories, tell me, talk to me. Have a good day. Thanks for listening. See you, mate.